a statement in a top 10 showdown. It's the Oklahoma Sooners and the Ohio State Buckeyes. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
On the banks of the Olentangy River, the Horseshoe is one of the most iconic venues in all of sports. Over 100,000 people strong, the Ohio State Buckeyes might have the best home field advantage in all of college sports. These fans are ready to rock and showcase their Buckeyes this season. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. Ready to kick it away first. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Show them what it's going to be like all day in this house. Follows his blocks. It's Blaylock. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. A pickup of 5. You can really set the tone for what's possible in your season in early season showdowns like this, both in the top 10 and both with the loftiest of goals.
This one's fun too, David, because we had this game circled in the offseason. We knew this was going to be a really good matchup early, and we're going to find out the answers to a lot of questions we have about both these teams.
Well, and sometimes it's hard to figure that out, right? Like, you don't get till mid-season, you're like, oh, they haven't played anybody. Out the gates, 2 top 10 teams, we get to find out really quickly who's legit.
Turning it on! Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Fires to the tight end.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk. And on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flat. Nice job.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Calls his own number. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
They'll try to pick up this 3rd down and keep the drive moving close to midfield. Quarterback will keep it. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. It'll be 4th down.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on 4th down. They want to make sure they get this 4th and 3 play right, so they'll take a moment and think it over with a timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on 4th down. Snapped it, and he has to have it. it, and the first drive ends with a pick. A tough start to the opening drive as the defense comes up with a big play. Quarterback signaling to his guy. Handoff to the lone back. There he goes. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
And that's not a surprise. We all knew and talked about coming in. Who are they going to feature? They give it to him the first play, and he chews up and gets a first down. We're going to see more of that. I'm excited to watch this matchup, but the defense, Jesse, they better get physical. They better get better in a heartbeat.
Well, and they've got to fight some emotion right now, too, because the fans are excited. The offensive line is absolutely juiced after that opening play. They're now getting lathered up. They're now getting excited. They're pointing to the sideline. Run it again. Run the same. Again.
Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score.
QBs like this are so hard to defend. They know what you're doing, and they're getting the ball out fast. They knew they had the corner route. Take advantage. Hit it right now.
And the Buckeyes, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. Here's Julian saying to throw. Looking for the score. Incomplete. He was going for the touchdown.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
They're all over it. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And that doesn't happen very often. That's their go-to guy. I love the way they move him around the field, and they try to attack the middle with him to get the ball in his hands and let him do some damage. And he shows you the drop. Okay, it's in there, but it doesn't happen very often.
They were on the move, but two straight incompletions have them staring at 3rd and 10. Again, it's Saying. Going for 6. Looking to the end zone. It's incomplete.
On that 3rd down, they took a shot in the end zone, just couldn't connect. QB and receiver not on the same page, and now it's decision time if you're the head coach on 4th.
They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. Smashes in between the uprights. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
He'll take that first drive. Like, you wanted a touchdown, but you gave the people here at home something to cheer about on that first drive. Move the football enough to get your kicker an opportunity and to put 3 on the board.
Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. Looking for room. It's Blaylock. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. It's hard to find a place these days that the Big Ten doesn't touch geographically, but there's a lot of crossover with the Big Ten and Big 12 and plenty of bragging rights on the line when their schools meet.
You think about Nebraska once upon a time being in the Big 12, now in the Big 10 too. These conferences also recruit in similar areas too. So this game is interesting, David, because a lot of these players, they're familiar with each other from high school.
Yeah, and I tell you, from experience, you hate that. Like, you get to know each other, you go to the other school, like, you're now my enemy. You're not my friend anymore. So a chance to prove it, a chance for the Big 12, who's been kind of pillaged and pulled apart at times, sometimes by the Big 10. Let's go out and make a statement today.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. To the air, it's Mateer. almost had the completion, just missed it.
And that's one the offense just needs to be able to hit, right? That's a completion they should be able to hit in their sleep. Receivers got to do a better job.
They'll need a bunch on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Rush right in his face. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
And we've already seen him make splash plays in this football game. He got the interception, the big pick earlier, now getting in the backfield, getting to the quarterback, and doing the most important thing. When you get there, get home, and get him on the ground. He's got a pick, and now he's got a sack.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already got the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. They think there's room to run to the right here.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Right back to it. Oh, he's got some space. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain.
Yeah, and there you go again. Ohio State bringing the ground game. They typically do that, Reese. That's pretty normal.
They've built their entire program around it. Archie Griffin, 2-time Heisman Trophy winner. You go back to Hopalong Cassidy. I mean, the Buckeyes love to run the ball, no matter how many times they spin the magic beat. Here's Sayin to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. Fires to the big fella. Makes the grab, down immediately. He picks up a few.
How about the speed and athleticism in the back end of this defense? They came after the tight end with conviction, and they land a huge hit to prevent him from getting the first.
They'll send the tight end in motion. Back to pass, it's Sayin. Open on the right side, that's Smith. And he's tackled, brought down at the 19. They're into the red zone with another first down. Trying to run, it's Jackson. He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9. The Buckeyes pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Left side is Smith. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here as we get a look at the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. This is anything but a run-of-the-mill early season matchup, a clash of top 10 teams as these two will get their oil checked early. It's the Oklahoma Sooners and the Ohio State Buckeyes. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
The Sooners head coach told me here in the pregame he is concerned going to an environment like this, one of the best crowds in all of college football. They make it loud and frenetic. He has talked to his quarterback and his center about having a high level of communication here on the road. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. Sooners ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. Looks like he's going to bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. On the move, it's Jackson. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. While the Big Ten has expanded with this massive continent-wide geographical footprint, the Big 12 has been really shrewd in positioning and maneuvering for survival, and they look for opportunities to win on the field like they'll have today.
Yeah, and the Big Ten's kind of taking what the Big Ten wants and expanding and not really worried about anybody else. So if I'm the Big 12, I'm like, yeah, you ain't worried about me, but you're going to worry about me today and on the field, and I can make a statement and prove to some of the true blue bloods in the Big Ten.
I just love the stylistic matchup in this one too, right? You think about the Big Ten running the football, defense, physical, and then Big 12 wide open, up-tempo, air raid offense. This one's going to be fun.
Say it. Oh, pressure's coming. Fires downfield. It's dropped after taking the hit.
And that's how pressure on a quarterback can affect the passing game. They were able to get after him on that play, and as a result, the QB made a bad decision, forcing that football into double coverage.
Second and long here. Making the adjustment. Looking for a man. It's Sayin. Working the middle. Roll down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a first down. The Buckeyes racing to the line in a hurry-up.
And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch, get him involved. You know receivers got some feelings, Jesse. I love that they're getting lathered up and a touch early in this football game.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys who feels like he's open every single play, so it is a good idea to get him going early. For the defense, that's a bit of a jab in the face right there, because you came into this game, you know who's going to get the ball. You know where they're throwing it, and you've got to do a better job now disguising your coverages to try and limit him and take him away as much as possible.
Knocked down at the 34 after a pickup of 5. It's a first down. The Buckeyes, really the entire state, they pride themselves on toughness. Establishing the ability to run the ball when they want to has always been important here.
Part of that Midwest lifestyle, but when you're Ohio State, you recruit at such a high level. You're going to get great offensive linemen, great running backs, so it's not a surprise that they're usually a physical unit.
Grabbed in the backfield, it's Smith, and they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Say it. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be third down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Eighth play on this opening drive coming up, and they need a third down conversion. Saying from the gun on third down. Out wide left, it's Smith. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
And the Buckeyes are threatening on first and goal. Just going to keep it after the snap. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
And how about the wheels for the QB? You could tell, man, he can roll, and they're going to use him. This is just the first drive. You see him going for the touchdown. I imagine we'll see more of that guy running the football with that kind of speed.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Gonna run it. It's Blaylock.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
And the Sooners have their whole playbook open here on second and inches. Rush is on. It's complete on the right side. Breaks into the open. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Sooners come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. They work that running game down to the 34. Let's give him 3 on the carry.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs later in football games.
The officials throw the flag, but the offense won't need it. They'll decline that and keep the big play. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. They'll try to run with Robinson. Defense all over it.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Now second and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. He stopped in his tracks, and at least they didn't lose yardage on this one.
All right, so now you're in this third down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe trying to get the quarterback outside on the perimeter and give him a run-pass option.
I like that too. Get the quarterback on the move. And here's the thing. If I get close and I get stopped, it's fourth down. Fourth down means go for it. That's all that means now today in college football.
And he's in. Pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, Oklahoma. The extra point here would tie the game. And he tacked on the extra point. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. On the run, it's Jackson. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Throw it. Say it. Timed him perfectly to knock him free and forces the 3rd down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. From the gun on 3rd down, say it. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted. Yes, even a Heisman Trophy contender can have a miscue. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
It's so nice to see defenders squeeze that pigskin. A lot of times in great position, you see them there to make the play, but there's a reason they play defense. Not this time. Great job securing the interception.
Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
The fake and wants to throw. Finds his big tight end. Couldn't quite get it into the end zone. He goes out of bounds at the 3, but they are in business. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see if someone can get